She is down a set, down break point. An Olympic gold medalist is serving bombs she cannot touch. And the stadium that flew in to watch her win is going quiet the way stadiums go quiet when a story is ending early. This is supposed to be the moment it falls apart. First round, unseeded, ranked 29 in the world with nothing protecting her from the hardest draw in the tournament. 4-1 set. That is exactly what it looks like. Then something happens that nobody in that arena saw coming. And by the time the week is over, for the most dangerous women in tennis will have lost to her, each one more convincingly than the last. An Olympic champion, a defending champion, a top 10 player, a 4-time Grand Slam winner who used to be ranked number 1 on the planet. 6 days for matches, 0 seeds protecting her, and she got harder to beat every single time she stepped back on court. When the bracket for the Mubadala DC Open was posted, Alex Eala had no seeding at all. Round 1 was Qinwen Zheng, Olympic gold medalist in Paris, former world number 4. Round 2 was Leylah Fernandez, the reigning champion of this exact tournament. The quarterfinal was Elina Svitolina, 2nd seed, world number 10, fresh off winning the Italian Open. The semifinal was Naomi Osaka, 3rd seed, for Grand Slam titles, a woman who has won every one of those majors on hard courts, the same surface everyone in Washington was standing on. For opponents, everyone ranked above her, everyone a name you would recognize, even if you have never watched a full match of tennis in your life. She beat all 4. By Sunday, the William H.G. Fitzgerald Tennis Center was packed, and a huge share of that crowd was waving one flag, 3 stars and the sun, filling a park in the capital for a 21-year-old who had never played this tournament before. How does a player who cannot get a seed in a 500-level event walk through 4 elite opponents in 6 days and get more dominant with every match? She did not just survive the week, she accelerated through it. And to understand what change, you need to know where she came from, because it is not where you think. The Philippines is a country of over 100 million people, basketball country, boxing country, volleyball country. Before Eala, it had never produced a single woman inside the WTA Top 100 in singles. Not one, ever. There is no pipeline, no national system, no tour stop on the calendar. If you are a gifted young player born in Manila, the sport does not find you. You have to go find it. So at 13, she got on a plane alone and moved an island off Spain, the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, over 6,000 kilometers from home. Nobody in the building who shared her passport. Now hold that next to the players she just beat. Osaka has a Japanese federation and one of the biggest commercial machines in sports behind her. Fernandez came up through a Canadian program built specifically to manufacture Grand Slam finalists. Svitolina came out of a Ukrainian system that has produced top 10 players for 2 decades. Zheng came out of a Chinese program with state-level resources aimed at exactly this outcome. Eala had an island in a suitcase. The first real signal came in 2022 when she won the girls' singles title at the U.S. Open, a junior Grand Slam champion. If you follow tennis, you know how loudly people cheer for junior champions and how quietly most of them disappear. A junior title is a promise, not a payment. Then came March of 2025, the week that put her name in every mouth at once. Miami. She entered through qualifying ranked around 140, barely inside the building, and started taking scalps. She beat Jelena Ostapenko, a Grand Slam champion. She beat Madison Keys, who had won the Australian Open 8 weeks earlier. She beat Iga Swiatek, a 5-time major champion. 3 major champions 1 week from qualifying at 19. The Miami crowd went feral, Filipino flags everywhere, and then she lost to Jessica Pegula in the semifinal, 3 sets, 7-6 in the third. She had a real chance, and it slipped. A question started forming quietly. Was that a star arriving or just one hot week? The pressure did not go down after Miami. It went up because from that week forward, she was not a hopeful prospect. She was a national expectation. Every match, a country watching. Every loss, a headline in Manila. That is an enormous weight to hand a 19-year-old. And for a while, the gamble looked like it might have already peaked. 6 weeks before Washington, Eala walked onto grass in Eastbourne for the first WTA final of her career. 1 week before Wimbledon and lost it. A first final is a checkpoint every coach on tour takes seriously, because there's a specific kind of player, the one who beats anybody on Wednesday and cannot close on Sunday, who plays free until a trophy is physically in the room. Eala had been in one final. She had lost it, so the question sharpened. It stopped being can she compete, because she clearly could, and became something colder. Can she finish anything? That question does not fade with time. It compounds. The tour has a specific graveyard, full of women who had exactly one incandescent fortnight, beat 3 seeds in a row, and spent the next 4 years losing in first rounds. That is a statistically likely outcome, because a breakthrough week is the easiest thing in tennis to produce and the hardest to repeat. The first time, nobody has film on you. The second time, everybody has scouted your second serve. Surprise is a weapon that only fires once. Then there's the second weight, the one no other player ranked 29 carries. She is not playing for herself. In Miami, Jessica Pegula said afterward she genuinely did not understand what was happening. An American in the semifinal in her own country, looking around at a stadium chanting for someone else. Now imagine being the person the stadium is there for. Families driving in from 3 states over, grandparents in stands who have never watched tennis before, sitting there because of her. That is fuel. It is also a debt, and nobody ranked 29 has to carry it. So she lands in Washington in late July unseeded and opens against Zheng Qinwen, one of the biggest serves in sport. Tuesday afternoon, packed house, and it goes wrong immediately. Zheng starts serving bombs, not good serves, unreturnable ones. She will finish with 14 aces to Eala's 4. That is a structural gap. When a player is serving like that, there are no cheap holds, and every one of your own service games becomes a tightrope. Eala loses the first set, 6-4, and everything about that moment looks wrong. Down a set to an Olympic champion, 1 WTA final on her record, and it is a loss. The crowd that flew in for her watching it collapse in under an hour. This is exactly the moment the One Hot Week story is supposed to become true, except she did something in that second set I had genuinely never seen from her before. She stopped trying to win the way she has always won. Eala is a ball striker, and the instinct of every young player raised on power is to answer power with power. That instinct is a losing strategy against a 14-ace serve. So instead of shortening points, she started stretching them. She leaned on her two-handed backhand, not as a weapon but as a tool, extending rallies she had no business extending. She mixed in low, skidding slices that killed the pace completely and started pulling Zheng sideways, running her for one more ball, then one more, not hunting a winner, just making the match longer than her opponent could survive. A slice forces your opponent to generate all their own power off a low, awkward ball, one of the hardest shots to hit clean, and Zheng, a rhythm player, started losing her timing. The errors did not come immediately. They came on the 9th ball of the rally, then the 12th, and by the 3rd set, the 5th, second set, 6-4 Eala, 3rd set, 6-1. And by the end of it, 2 hours and 26 minutes in, Zheng was the one who looked like she had been running for a day. Here's the part that gets missed. The turning point was not that she won. She had already beaten 3 major champions in Miami. The turning point is that she won a match her natural game had already lost. Plan A failed publicly, on a scoreboard, in front of a stadium that flew in to watch. And instead of pressing harder on a broken lever, she built a new one in the middle of the match. That is the skills separating a top 30 player from a top 10 one. Not the forehand, not the serve, the ability to solve match in real time when your best stuff is not working. Top 30 players have one great way to win. Top 10 players have 3. And on a Tuesday afternoon in Washington at 21, Alex Eala found her second one live, under pressure, with a country watching. Minutes later, in the on-court interview, a reporter asked what it felt like to be so popular everywhere she goes, and she reframed the question, said it should not be what is it like to be popular, but what is it like to be Filipino, then turned to the stands and said 4 words, Salamat, MGA Kababayan. Thank you, my countrymen. The place erupted, and hold on to that moment, because it matters again later. Strip the emotion out, and look at Tuesday in cold terms. An unseeded player lost a set, correctly diagnosed that her entire game plan was unwinnable, switched strategies mid-match, and closed out an Olympic champion 6-1 in the decider. She did not get lucky. she adapted. And once a player proves to herself she can do that, something changes in how she walks into the next match, because now she knows the floor is not actually the floor. That was Tuesday. What happened over the next 4 days is where this stops being a comeback story and starts being a genuine problem for the rest of the tour. Wednesday, Leylah Fernandez, defending champion, a lefty built on absorbing pace and refusing to lose. Eala takes the first set 6-2, comfortable. Then, exactly like a player who spent 2.5 hours in a war the day before, she falls to 1-5 in the second. Fernandez serving for set, 1 hole from a decider. The crowd screaming so loudly the umpire has to quiet them between points. She wins the tiebreak 7 points to 1, down 1-5, and when it reached the tiebreak, she won it 7-1. That is not survival. That is a player finding another gear at the exact moment her body should have had nothing left. 2 matches, 2 sets nearly lost, 2 total reversals. Friday, Elina Svitolina, second seed, world number 10, 20-time tour title winner, defense considered elite. Eala wins in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4. And here's the number nobody pulled out afterward. She won 24 return points to Svitolina's 13. She did not win on serve. Her own was shaky all tournament, and she was broken multiple times. She won by attacking Svitolina's second serve and taking the racket out of her hands, a repeatable skill. Serving hot is a mood. Returning well is a method, and this was not the first time. She had beaten Svitolina in June in Berlin in the quarterfinal, 6-3, 6-4, the exact same scoreline, 6 weeks apart on a different surface. That is not luck. That is a matchup she has solved. Saturday, Naomi Osaka for Grand Slam titles, former world number 1. All 4 majors won on hard courts, the same surface underneath both of them. First career meeting, another capacity crowd. The biggest stage of Eala's life. 6-4, 6-2. Not close. 1 game decided it. Second set, Eala serving at 3-1. Osaka reaches breakpoint. Then a second, a third, a fourth. Exactly the moment a young player is supposed to fold. Eala saved everyone, held the game, and Osaka never seriously threatened again. Now put the whole week on one line, because there is a pattern nobody pointed out. Zheng, 3 sets 6-4, 6-4, 6-1. Fernandez, 2 sets with a tiebreak, 6-2, 7-6. Svitolina, 2 clean sets, 6-3, 6-4. Osaka, 2 dominant sets, 6-4, 6-2. The difficulty of her opponents rose every round. Olympic champion, defending champion, world number 10, for time major winner. How hard she had to fight fell every round. 3 sets, a tiebreak. Straight sets with daylight between them. That is backwards. In a 7-day tournament, players decay, legs get heavy. The 10th ball of a rally becomes a 7th. And that happens to everybody on the grounds, including the ones winning easily. Eala got faster. Svitolina was the 6th top 10 player she had beaten in 2026 alone, 6 in 1 season at 21, from a country with no tennis system, which brings us to the number I had to check 3 times before I believed it. Going into the semifinal, the tour's own match notes had Osaka at 3 hours and 5 minutes of total court time for the tournament. Eala was at 5 hours and 53 minutes, nearly double. Almost 3 extra hours of tennis in her legs in Washington humidity, and she won that match in under 90 minutes. The fatigue gap was enormous, measurable, sitting right there in the official numbers, and it did not matter at all. She was the fresher player despite being the exhausted one. That is the answer to the question from the start of this. What actually changed in Eala was not her forehand, and it was not her serve, which stayed inconsistent all week. It was this. She stopped being a player who needs the conditions to be right and became one who wins when everything is wrong. Down a set, down 1-5, facing 4 break points. 3 hours deeper into her week than the woman across the net. The results followed immediately. A jump to 24 in the live rankings, a career high, and a win in the final would put her inside the top 20 for the first time, a number no Filipino woman has ever been near. The final, of course, is Jessica Pegula, world number 3, top seed, the exact woman who beat her in that Miami semifinal and made her wait. The door closes back on the same person who first opened it. Pegula was asked about her this week, and her answer is the one that stayed with me. She said Eala is the future of the tour and added 5 more words. And she is already here. There's a country of over 100 million people that was not on the tennis map at all. No tour stop, no system, no player inside the top 100 ever. And in about a year, one 21-year-old has filled stadiums with that same flag in Miami, Berlin, London, and now Washington, where 3 stars and sun turn a park into the loudest court of the tournament. The tour is going to have to look at its own map differently. That is not a fan base anymore. That is a market announcing itself. She walked into Washington unseeded, ranked 29, and beat an Olympic champion, a defending champion, a top 10 player, and a 4-time major winner in 6 days, getting easy to watch with every round. If that is what she looks like without a title in her hands, the real question is what she looks like the moment one finally is.